offers some of the most feature-packed and versatile SUVs and MPVs in the Indian market. Over time, they have introduced quite an array of features in its lineup of cars. These features not only keep the lineup fresh, but they also help solve a lot of problems that Indian customers face on the road. Today, we are going to check out one such revolutionary feature, that's the brilliant iMT Gearbox. Kia's iMT Gearbox makes your drives easier and less stressful while allowing you to go through the gearbox. Without further ado, let me just say hello and welcome to TriSpark. This is Bharadwaj, and today let's dive into the most futuristic and modern manual transmission offering for the Indian driver, the Kia iMT Gearbox. Let's get started. Yes, I am here to answer just that. So, before I answer what the iMT is all about, let me tell you why it is needed. So, Indian roads, as you see, are clogged with vehicles of different shapes and sizes. Drivers who are plying on Indian roads are often stressful because of the snail's pace that the traffic will run through the city. With that, what you have to do is shift between first and second gears, and also keep an eye on the road and modulate the clutch with that, which can be really stressful and it can take away the joy of driving. Kia's iMT Gearbox offers best of both worlds. So you have a manual transmission which does not require any clutch. There is no clutch present inside the cabin. However, there is a clutch in an electronic or electrical manner. Now this clutch gets actuated with sensors, actuators and a transmission control unit. Now with this setup, you can shift between gears without the need of operating a clutch manually. Now this is where Kia's iMT Gearbox gives you a stress-free ride, because you do not have to modulate that clutch on your own. Now this also means that if you are a person who have learned to drive very recently, you will be stressful about stalling the car. In this case, the car will not stall because of that brilliant setup with the iMT Gearbox. Bumper to bumper traffic becomes a cakewalk, and the joy of driving is brought back because of the iMT Gearbox. I know you enthusiasts are waiting to ask me that question, right? So talking about performance out of an iMT as compared to the manual, actually I would say it is quite better, because you won't have that delay where you modulate the clutch because you'll have to take your foot off and then depress it. All that is eliminated because of that actuation. Now with that, you do not have any drop in performance. Actually, there is a slight increase because of the accuracy that you will shift the gears with. Plus, another advantage is, if you are a bit too enthusiastic and end up not shifting the gears, the car won't stall and the performance and your dignity will remain intact. After why do you want to use iMT and how do you use iMT, and answering that age-old enthusiast question, it's time to address one of the questions that will be asked by common folk. Yeah, so on that note, now what if I tell you that maintenance cost for the iMT Gearbox will be slightly better than the manual gearbox itself? Yes, you heard me right, because with the manual gearbox you'll actually be using clutch a lot, and with greater fatigue of your leg, the modulation becomes really inaccurate. Now with that inaccurate movement of the clutch pedal, there also comes a wear and tear of the clutch itself. Now with you not dancing around the clutch pedal all over again with the iMT Gearbox, the clutch actually lasts longer. Now when you actually take your current iMT to a service center, you will notice that you will end up with lower maintenance cost, which is easier on the pocket. That's because the longevity of the clutch, because of an accurate operation that the car does it and not you as a human being. This also becomes a really... So to answer your question, iMT Gearbox is also economical to run than a standard manual gearbox. Yep, I'm going to answer that question. Now, if you are a person who wants to eke out their drives or want to be easy on the environment, want to really enjoy a better fuel efficiency from the car, iMT delivers just that. Because as I mentioned earlier, iMT Gearbox is a precision instrument for operating the clutch. With precision comes efficiency, and because of that efficiency, the car itself will be returning more mileage and running more efficiently as compared to a manual transmission or even a fully automatic transmission. With that, you'll be enjoying better mileage out of your iMT gearbox, and also trip to the pumps will be a whole lot lesser as well. Now, with a more efficient engine, the carbon footprint that will be given out by a car as well will be much more lower. So the iMT gearbox not only delivers on performance, but it is also better on fuel efficiency, being easier on your pocket, and also better to the environment as well. Now, another plus point of an iMT gearbox is seen especially when you're on an incline like this or even a gut section. You end up at a gut section, but for some reason you end up stalling the car, which, like I did, you will have to basically not operate the clutch, just modulate the brake and the accelerator, and the car will do the rest. So in that situation as well, it's a win-win for you as compared to a traditional manual gearbox. So there you have it. Kia's iMT gearbox definitely gives you that ease for everyday driving by deleting the clutch inside the cabin, yet it gives you that convenience of shifting through the gears yourself. And also, the Kia's iMT gearbox is cleaner and also greener to the environment as well because of its efficient working, and it is also easier on your pocket too, with lower fuel bills and maintenance cost. So there you have it. Now all you need to do is head towards your nearest Kia dealership and take a test drive of Kia's iMT gearbox, and you can definitely see the difference of what the iMT is all about. And on that note, this is Bharadwaj, and that was our take on Kia's iMT gearbox. I shall see you in the next one.